are often just an illusion.
I've been thinking about my life lately. Come to terms that I like crazy. I'ma rap till I'm
I wanted to go to New York City. But to be honest, a few years ago,
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
I've been thinking about my life lately. Come to terms that I like crazy. I'ma rap till I'm
I wanted to go to New York City. But to be honest, a few years ago,
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
I've been thinking about my life lately. Come to terms that I like crazy. I'ma rap till I'm
I wanted to go to New York City. But to be honest, a few years ago,
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
I've been thinking about my life lately. Come to terms that I like crazy. I'ma rap till I'm
I wanted to go to New York City. But to be honest, a few years ago,
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
I've been thinking about my life lately. Come to terms that I like crazy. I'ma rap till I'm
I wanted to go to New York City. But to be honest, a few years ago,
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
I've been thinking about my life lately. Come to terms that I like crazy. I'ma rap till I'm
I wanted to go to New York City. But to be honest, a few years ago,
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
I've been thinking about my life lately. Come to terms that I like crazy. I'ma rap till I'm
I wanted to go to New York City. But to be honest, a few years ago,
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
I've been thinking about my life lately. Come to terms that I like crazy. I'ma rap till I'm
I wanted to go to New York City. But to be honest, a few years ago,
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
I've been thinking about my life lately. Come to terms that I like crazy. I'ma rap till I'm
I wanted to go to New York City. But to be honest, a few years ago,
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
I've been thinking about my life lately. Come to terms that I like crazy. I'ma rap till I'm
What up? All right, so we're just waiting for our special guest to join us. I beg your pardon. We're just waiting for our More Life podcast guest to join us this evening. So just give me a few minutes, and then we locked in, y'all. We locked in. I'm excited for tonight's episode. I get to talk to my homie. I get to talk to my child's mom, the firstborn, Ajane O'Shea. Salute to him. So yeah, we just waiting for her to tap in, and then we rocking out.
I wanted to go to New York City. But to be honest, a few years ago,
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
I've been thinking about my life lately. Come to terms that I like crazy. I'ma rap till I'm
I wanted to go to New York City. But to be honest, a few years ago,
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
I've been thinking about my life lately. Come to terms that I like crazy. I'ma rap till I'm
I wanted to go to New York City. But to be honest, a few years ago, I wanted to go to New York City. But to be honest, a few years ago,
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
I've been thinking about my life lately. Come to terms that I like crazy. I'ma rap till I'm
I wanted to go to New York City. But to be honest, a few years ago,
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
I've been thinking about my life lately. Come to terms that I like crazy. I'ma rap till I'm
I wanted to go to New York City. But to be honest, a few years ago,
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
I've been thinking about my life lately. Come to terms that I like crazy. I'ma rap till I'm
I wanted to go to New York City. But to be honest, a few years ago,
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
I've been thinking about my life lately. Come to terms that I like crazy. I'ma rap till I'm
I wanted to go to New York City. But to be honest, a few years ago,
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
I've been thinking about my life lately. Come to terms that I like crazy. I'ma rap till I'm
I wanted to go to New York City. But to be honest, a few years ago,
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
I've been thinking about my life lately. Come to terms that I like crazy. I'ma rap till I'm
Crystal, what up?
What's going on, you man? Let me sit down.
I didn't hear you.
I'm trying to get my right. Okay. All right.
What's going on? How are you?
Rushed, but it's okay. I got it. We all right. We good now. We good. We're good.
Well,
Everything-
listen. Here's the problem with that, right? So
What's the,
we had this plan for quite some time.
Yes.
So I just don't understand how you was rushed. But you know what? We'll move on from there.
It's,
Shout out to you though.
shout out to you too.
You made it.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
you feeling?
Anxious,
Anxious?
rushed.
Well, just relax, settle down.
Oh, not about this. I'm just feeling rushed, like, but it's okay.
Listen, it don't matter what it's about. Just settle down and relax. Take a deep breath. Do a couple woosahs or whatever the thing is now. Because I don't really know what it is.
It's okay. All is well.
Okay, you bringing out the sayings, huh?
All is well. That's what it is. All is well.
Yo, so listen, welcome my guest. We was waiting for her. She finally arrived. Shout out to you. It's definitely an honor and a pleasure to have you on such That's what we're doing?
Yeah. I mean, this size. Why we ain't gonna be fake for the people, right?
No, it's not about being fake. I'm trying to say something serious and you acting a fool.
Okay,
Like
all
you
right,
got props.
I'm ready. Yeah, I got props. You ain't got
Well-
yours. I thought this how we was. Okay, go ahead.
Well, here's the thing, right? So this is not your stand-up special because I know you want to do a comedy show.
Oh my gosh.
I've been informed that you ready to take the stage.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna be quiet.
Listen, no, I was just attempting to give an introduction, just to give you your flowers and welcome you to the More Life podcast. As I was saying, it's a pleasure to have you here. It's a pleasure to sit down and have this conversation with you. We've actually have built a better rapport within the last couple of years, which is super dope, and I'm happy about that. And I thought it was fitting. Obviously, we spoke. I thought it was fitting that we do a live broadcast of some of what we've discussed and some of the things that we haven't discussed, simply because we have something that a lot of people don't have, and that is a child that has transitioned. And so for that reason, there is a bond and a connection that we will have forever. So once again, I'm definitely grateful, and I appreciate you accepting the invitation. When I gave you the invitation, you didn't hesitate. So thank you for accepting that. Thank you for accepting the invitation to be on. Would you like to say anything to open us up?
Yeah, first I want to say it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to say the things that I need to say, which I don't even know what I'm about to say. But I want to tell you first, because I wrote this down in the script. It's not scripted, but I wrote it down because I would have forgot.
It's okay.
All right. I want to say thank you for being a constant in my life. Not just a constant, but being consistent. A consistent headache, a consistent debater, a consistent stamp. But more importantly, for being a consistent friend.
Okay.
I wanted to say
No. Go ahead, finish.
Yeah, because you did. Okay, so you never wavered.
Listen, so the reason why I interjected is because there's a little curtain right here, and your shot. I want your shot to be all you, so you can say it with your chest. Because you was giving me some flowers, and I want you to say it with your chest.
Oh my gosh! You know what? Let me. Okay, is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
So I was like where you broke in and anyway, you never wavered even when we didn't agree. I can honestly say that you never disrespected me. Of everything that we ever went through, from children to here to now. We've known each other for 34 and a half almost years. That's a long time. So that's a lot. That says a lot. And that's all I want to say. I just want to say thank you.
I appreciate that. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more you can say. I'm gonna text you a list of some things.
You know what?
I'm gonna text you some list.
That's not
Text you a list. But yo, listen. So we got the pleasantries out the way. This has been quite the journey for me. I know it's been quite the journey for you. I've tapped in with you a couple of times. I never really. We really never really got into the meat of things, but we kind of danced around it because we both going through our own situation, and we had enough respect to know, you know what, I don't know, so do your thing. Right. So at this point, it's safe to say that we're we're both in a different place.
That's safe to say. Mm-hmm.
Safe to say. So, and I'm happy to be in this place. I remember there was a time where you was going through it, bro. That was a couple years running. You didn't want to talk. It's like, yeah,
Right.
whatever.
That was gonna talk about that. Yeah, that was right. Like the first 5 years. Like I was just like, I didn't want to talk. I mean, that was my way of dealing with it.
All right. So since we entertain that thought, let's get into that conversation right there. So what exactly didn't you want to deal with?
Reality. It was a lot. Not just with my age, but it was just a lot. And I can't see it not being a lot. You know, I lost a child. I didn't just. I remember for like the first 5 years, I didn't let anybody say his name around me. Every time I'd be like, don't say it. Like, you know, I didn't want to hear his name. And I think looking back now, it was like I want to keep him here for me. Like, you know, nobody else gets you don't get the privilege of even saying his name. You know, like talking about memories, like AJ used to, and I'd be like, no, we're not gonna do that. You know, like I think that was my way of guarding my heart and keeping him like right here. And then when I gave everybody the okay, it was like the air just released out the room and everybody could breathe and like say what they want to say. Because I know after I left, they was talking, you know, like, but it was like, don't say like tippy toe, don't say AJ name like at all. Don't start bringing and laughing about fun times and all that stuff because. You know, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. And people that don't understand, they don't understand. And I understand they don't understand. But while I was in it, and that was my way of dealing with it.
Yeah, I have a similar sentiment. There was a period of time, and I wasn't on your level where I was not letting people do what they need to do. I was letting people do their thing, but there was just certain places that I wasn't willing to go, right? There were certain places, and it really dawned on me. I'll say maybe like 8 years ago, right? My wife bought a picture for me. She bought a picture, blown up, me and AJ on the bed. You remember that picture, right?
Yeah. You was
and she blew the picture up, and she bought it to me, and I was like, what you want me to do with this? She was like, you don't like it? I was like, yeah, I like it. I was like, I can't look at that like that.
Right.
I'm not at that point to do that. So here's the truth. I took the picture and put it behind the dresser for like 5 years. Yeah. I was like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to do this.
Right. Absolutely.
So I understand.
Yeah. Like I have.
But I wasn't stepping on nobody's toes like you. Like.
Well, that's who I am. Like you gotta respect me or get away from me. That's it. You can respect me right here or over there. It's one or the other.
So this is what I never got a chance to speak to you about, and I'm just curious because I know what my experience was when you got the news that an accident had taken place and AJ transitioned. He's no longer with us. What was your first response and reaction?
I can't say. I don't know. I just remember what I did. I know my reaction, but I don't know. I remember getting a phone call from my cousin. She drove the city bus, and she saw it, and she told me she don't know, and she told me I need to get to the hospital. So I immediately took the twins because the twins were only 8 months at the time. Took both of the car seats, put them in the car, drove them to my niece's house, and just gave them to her, and I drove immediately to the hospital. So that was my first reaction. When I got to the hospital, was so many people in like the waiting area, the lobby or whatever, what have you. After that, I remember me going into the doctors or whoever taking me into a room where this young man was having surgery. They're trying to save his life, and they said, "Is that him?" And I said, "No." And they said, "Well, we have one more." And they took me, I don't know if it was up or down, probably down, and they unzipping the bag, and he was there. Yeah, and I remember just screaming. People said it was a scream they never heard before, and I remember and that was that. After that, I don't remember anything. I don't know. That was it. And that was it.
Yo, I will say this to you. I am so sorry that you had to experience that by yourself, and that I was not there. I don't think that I would have been able to deal with it the way that you dealt with it. So salute to you for being there and being able to do that. Just me hearing that and knowing what uh, he meant to us,
Yeah.
it just it brings on a different type of emotion for me. So
Yeah.
my heart is definitely with you, goes out to you, even right now.
Hmm.
Even right now. Let's see. It looked like so. It looks like okay. We having a snowstorm. Okay, we're having another snowstorm.
Oh,
So,
wow.
but yeah, Crystal. We never talked about that.
Yeah,
Um,
he did.
you never told me that you had to open a bag and see our son. So
Hmm.
that for me, it changes. And you already gave me my credit. So I've always handled you well. So knowing what I know now, I'll handle you a little bit better. I'll do my best.
Here we
Look,
go.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
Um, I want to talk about. Is that I needed to say this about the night before, what happened?
Okay.
Because that made a big impact in my life as of today. Not that none, all the rest of it didn't, but this really did something to me. Positively, positive thing.
Okay.
The night before he was on punishment, of course, because he was, not sneaking out the house, stealing cars, doing all that kind of stuff. So he was on punishment. So I come to the door. I come in the front of the house, and he on the cordless house phone. Some people have house phones, and I'm like, AJ, what are you doing outside? He was like, I'm just on the phone, Mom, just on the phone. I'm like, yeah, all right. So as sure as I went to the back of the house and came some said, come go back and see what he's doing. This joker was gone. Like
Mm.
the toilet's on the couch, no without a trace gone. So I already knew like this what he do, this is MO, like, he gonna come back. He'll be here in the morning, all this stuff like that. The morning never came. But I say that to say this, that I never, my regret, and I'm not going to say regret, I never told him, I do regret not ever telling him, I never was able to say, I love you. Because I was never told that as a child. In our culture, older people, they showed you their love with action. They don't really say, I love you and all that stuff like that. Like, you just know, like, my grandmother's never told me that. But I know out of all the people in the world, my grandmother loved me. But it was never verbalized. It was just, I love you, I'm going to show you, but I'm not verbalizing it. I don't know about
Whoa,
your
whoa,
house.
whoa, whoa, wait. What do you mean?
What I mean is like it never was verbal. My mother never even used that word like that. Like I love you. It was just like you knew, like, and that was it. I'm gonna speak for my household and my family and a couple other people I know because I had this conversation with people. That older people. When I say older, I mean like my grandma passed at 89. She wouldn't be like 100 and something right now. So that era. It was never like, oh, I love you. Before you hang up, I love you. It was nothing. It was just like, okay, bye. Take care of yourself, or something like that. As a child, I wasn't told that. None of my siblings was. Nobody in my family was using that word, I love you. It was hard for me to say that. But after that, I interject that into my family and to everybody I talk to. I never get off the phone with anybody or try not to without saying I love you, whether it's male, female. And it's not the kind of love like be together love, but it's a love like agape love. Like I love you, and that right there did that for me. Anytime I leave someone present, I want them to know that I love them, regardless, because I don't know if I'm gonna see them again.
All right, so let me ask you this question, right? Because this is something that I never knew, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is not, you know, an attack on you based on what you just told me, but it's an observation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it brings to mind conversations that I had with AJ, right?
Mm-hmm.
So me not knowing that you were never taught to verbalize love,
Mm-hmm.
right? That was your process from the
Mm-hmm.
environment and your family, and
Right.
that's what all you knew. There was a conversation that I had, and he questioned that.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? He questioned that, and at the time, I'm like, yeah, of course. Like you. So had I been more equipped knowing that, oh no, this is not something that she vocalizes based on her upbringing, I really couldn't give an answer.
Right.
I really couldn't give an answer. So to hear that is it's it's crazy. Like it's
It's
crazy.
the truth. It's the truth.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's the truth.
And I'm sorry that I'm sorry that they didn't vocalize love to you. I,
You know,
but look, here you are now, uh, the woman that you are, showing love all over the place. So kudos to you.
thank
Take a
you.
bow because you've managed to change the dynamic of your family, like you said. Here we go with this.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Wow. Okay. But yo, that's
And that,
amazing. That's
yeah, but that Joker knew. He knew the way I used to fight for him with you. You used to always say, "Like the baby," I would take his side, whether he was right or wrong. I was gonna take his side, like every time, no matter what he did, until he did to me. I always thought it was you doing stuff until he did it to me. I was like, he just that son of ours. That's all I can say.
so let me ask you this, right? With that being said, and knowing everything that I know now,
Mhm.
I I'm curious to know how has the shift in you being able to express and vocalize again love to your family now, how has that changed?
Well, that changed immediately. Like it transpired within like days after his passing. Like I just had a, it was. I mean, like everybody says it now. Like everybody in my family, we don't hang up the phone. We don't leave each other without saying I love you. Everybody I'm around says that. They know that. Even strangers I talk to, people I just meet. Okay, I love you. Like I'm hugging. I'm loving on people.
Right.
I'm loving on people. But at the same
So
time, sorry to cut you off, but
no, you
you know,
good. Go ahead.
I was a child raising a child. Like I had him at 13. I didn't know what to do with that. I only did what nature, like it just naturally happened. I didn't know what to do. I was just 13 raising a child.
Right.
So love wasn't even like a, I don't know. I didn't know any better. That's why kids shouldn't be having premature sex and like at teenagers and doing, it's a whole bunch of stuff that goes along with it. Chemically, like it mess you up and all that kind of, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. That's why that's a threshold of women when they're supposed to have babies. It's like from the ages of 18 to 20, 28.
Well, okay, so I hear you. I hear you respectfully, right? We don't want to step on any toes, and we don't want to get into that, right? Because there was a time period in the United States here of America where the age of pregnancy and having a family was much younger. So let's give them some slack, right?
No,
And
I'm not saying that on any, I'm not going off on anybody. I'm not judging at all. Shoot. Like, who am I to judge? I'm not, that's not that. That's not what I'm doing.
no, I'm not saying that you are, but it could come across that way because, like, yo, the age when you give a range. Because like if somebody was to give a range for you, you would be like, yo, that was my circumstances in my life.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, I'm not, it
Well,
ain't
I'm
that.
basing this
I
on,
just want to share with the folks,
go ahead, let
you
them
know what I
know.
mean? That it's okay, whatever position you find
Yeah,
yourself in.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. That's all
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not
saying.
saying that. No. And I'm coming from a medical side of it because the body does something to a woman's body chemically, like medically, when they have a child. It's certain things that are released and all this stuff like that. Like your body is not ready for that. Like 13 having a baby, I just got my menstrual cycle 6 months before I got pregnant. Like what?
But
I
I
was
see you
still
trying to flex your
undefeated.
credentials. I see you trying to slide that
Yeah,
in there a
I
little
mean,
bit.
I
You're coming
got
from a
credentials
medical
behind
stuff.
what
Yeah,
I'm
I see.
saying.
I
Right.
understand. It's okay.
So that's where I'm coming from with that. The body is
Yeah,
not
okay. I
ready. So
understand.
that's it. So we can pass that. So, it wasn't me judging. It's proven. It's written.
Absolutely. And I wasn't saying that you were judging, but just for the record, since we're here now, you're
Mhm.
currently in school again.
Yes, I am. This will be my 6th degree. Yes,
You're in
I will
school
be
again.
yes, I am.
So it ain't gonna be no more school left for nobody.
It's all right. Well, they should have got it while they could get it. I always wanted to be a doctor, and that's what I'm going to be.
So listen, I just
Mhm.
want to say, I know we joke about it, but I'm super proud of you. No pun intended. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
You're doing an amazing job. I don't know what you're doing. All I know is that you've been going to school for 30 years, and I'm proud of you. So keep
Thank
up the
you.
good work. You got a 99 on your test. I'm happy. I'm very
Thank you.
happy. I'm
I
so proud
appreciate
of
that. I appreciate
you.
that.
Yeah. And you said that you're going for your doctorate.
I'm gonna be, yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna be, yeah. Well, a physician assistant. Then I'm gonna get my MDs, medical
Okay.
doctor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So just make sure that you know and you remember, like when you do get the degree. I got a comment here. Somebody made a comment that says we've been there and done that, and if we can help these young girls do better, absolutely. That's exactly that's
Amen.
Shanita Spicer. I'm not sure who
Yeah,
that is, but
I
yeah.
know.
So
Right.
that's what the goal is. So I'm not stepping on your toes when you say that. I just want to be clear. You know what I mean? I just want to make sure that nobody is feeling away if you have a child earlier than you probably should. You're not
Right.
equipped to do it for the most part,
But you got to
but
do it.
you know what I mean? But there's some grace for you and there's some love for you. So we're not attacking you. That's all
Mhm.
I'm saying. And you got to remember we're doing this podcast together, so we're together. So anything you say can come back on me, all right?
Right. That's absolutely right. I understand that. So
So
let's
you
move
said
on.
you got 6 degrees. Let's talk about that.
No, this would be my 6th degree. My highest right now is a master's in healthcare administration.
So you got 6 degrees.
I have 5 right now.
Five.
This one
Okay.
would be my 6th one.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Hmm. Jealous.
Absolutely not. I listen. I already told you. I'm so proud of you. And I'm happy. I'm happy that you are thriving. I'm yo. Listen, you don't really understand how you telling me that you opened up a bag and saw our son. You don't know how that affected me because we
I
never
know.
talked about that, and I
Right.
never heard that. And just for a record, my brother, right? He's the one that called me and made me aware. And so
Hmm.
anytime he called me, it doesn't matter what time of day, what month, what year. I have so much post-traumatic stress. I'm like, oh my goodness, what happened to
Because
him?
wow, that's crazy.
Oh
That's
my,
crazy.
I'm like, oh my goodness, like
Yeah.
he's calling me, right?
Yeah.
So I was at work in New Jersey, and he gave me the call. I buckled down to my knees. I almost passed out, and it was quite the experience, and I would not wish that experience on anybody. And this is something that I did want to talk about. What's your thoughts now on because you're very close and you're in the space, and I know you got to go to work. Let's see how much time we
No,
got.
I'm good. We good. We good.
Okay,
We good.
we've been here 30 minutes, so we got some
Yeah.
time
Yeah. We got
because
it.
I know
We
you
got
got
time.
17,000 degrees. Like, so
Yeah.
listen, no, Chrissy, for real, for real, for real, for real.
Well, you need to
What are
stop
your
playing. Go ahead.
what are your thoughts and what would you say to all of these mothers that are losing their children
Mm.
prematurely and within the last, I would say, 10 years maybe, right?
Yeah.
What type of advice and what words of encouragement would you give those women and not only the women but the parents in
Fathers too.
general?
Right. The parents.
Yes, yes.
Um, it's really no advice to give. You got to let God, and I know I was gonna try to leave religion out of this, but you got to let God like take his course because at the same time, nobody knows it's gonna happen. If you see your child going down a road of destruction, like try your best to bring them back in, but the only thing you can do is pray about it because if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Nobody's prepared for it. Nobody can brace themselves like, oh, this is what's gonna happen just in case. What I will tell them is have life insurance. Life insurance. I found that's very important. Get some life insurance on you and your children because we don't know. We
So
don't know.
I was hoping that you would be a little less Houston Moore with this answer. Um,
Listen,
that
I'm me all day, but I'm
that
gonna
was
stay
that
true.
was pretty rough, right? So this is what I would encourage you,
I
right?
already told them it ain't no kind of feel like I'm being honest. I wasn't ready for that. Nobody can prepare themselves for that. And as a mother and a father, like you did a eulogy. Like I got to give you your kudos for that. You did that. It was no way I could have done that, man. No way.
Right.
It did.
So no, I'm 100% with you. I do think that there is an opportunity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely have life insurance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Mama Love. Definitely have life insurance. also there is no blueprint and there is no time frame
Right.
of grief, right?
Right.
And so I was talking to someone within the last year, because it's February now. So last year, I was talking to somebody, and I was just telling them, just go through your process, whatever that may be, because I don't personally know, right? And so
Right.
sometimes we see people and we see their experience, and we're quick to judge and critique, especially with social media.
Mm-hmm.
I have no critique for
Right.
anyone that not only a child, we're talking about that now,
Right.
but grief in general, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's process is different. So what I would say is take your time. There's
Mm-hmm.
no way to feel. There's no right
Right.
or wrong way to feel.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
But you said I was
That's what I
Houston
wanted
more
you to
when I
say
said
just
it.
now then. But you
Yeah,
talk
that's
about go get your life insurance. I'm from Houston Mall. This is
I did not
like
say
that's basically what you
no, but all jokes aside, like seriously, grief has 7 stages. No, I want to know how I know that because I have a degree in psychology, a bachelor's in psychology. So I'm gonna throw my education out there again. There's no, there's no perfect step. There's no perfect steps to say, okay, I'm gonna go through this first. I'm gonna go through this stage first. You can go from step 1 to step 4, and not even experience step 2, and you can be stuck in step 4 for a long time. That's the anger stage, the age of anger, like or acceptance. Like I'm not going to accept that, or I'm just going to stay here, and I'm going to just stay here. I'm mad, I'm angry, and I'm gonna stay here for 5 years. But if you know somebody or you see somebody going through that, what my advice to them is to seek therapy, seek counseling. I had to get counseling, but it took me. I only had AJ's been going 16 years now. I didn't get counseling until like 7 years ago because I didn't think I needed it until, matter of fact, Mason is 8 years ago. After I had him, I had postpartum depression and all that stuff came back up. I thought I was okay. So with the postpartum depression, everything with AJ came out. And so I knew I needed help. And I thought I was smart enough to know, I need to seek therapy. I need to seek counseling. Nobody can help me go through this. My friends and all that, they don't know. I need to seek professional help.
Yeah.
So
So are you
that's what I
still
did.
seeing a therapist?
Absolutely. About it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't stop.
absolutely.
Because
I don't.
you need that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I see my therapist. Don't
Yeah.
don't do that. don't do that. Yeah, so that's some more advice. You need to seek outside counseling, godly counseling, and like we don't want to just get stuck in like okay, godly counseling because some people don't have a church, some people don't have somebody, a spiritual mother or father. So there's also professional therapy. You need to seek somebody that went to school for this that can really help you. If you need medicine, get medicine because you'll stay stuck there, stagnated there, and it's a hard place to be, and you'll be there and don't even know you're there. And a lot of times people can't receive, well, most of the time, people can't receive from people that are close to them. So they need to hear things from somebody on the outside, a stranger. They receive it better when it's coming from a stranger. They don't feel as judged.
Sure. So let me ask you this question. That's a great way to segue. I'm curious to know, right? So obviously you're in a better place right now than you were 5
Absolutely.
years ago. You've been
Mm-hmm.
consistently seeing a therapist, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
with where you are right now in 2026, what is your day-to-day life look like in relationship to knowing in the back of your mind, oh, I lost my son, and that healing process? What does that look like? How does that feel to you? Like, talk to me about that.
Well, what it feels like to me is I'm good until I don't do dates. What I mean by that is I don't like when it gets like December, I stop looking at the date. I don't want to know what day it is. I stopped after AJ passed, I stopped living in time, if that makes sense. I don't like to know what the date is. I know, as long as I know what the day is, if I have a job, I'm going to go to work. I know I got to be to work on this day, this day, this day. But when we get to dates, I'd rather not know because it's like something stirs up in me that I know this day is coming. His birthday is coming in January. So I don't even want to know. I can care less about what day it is, and then here we go, October. Come September or August, really, I'm bracing myself because I know it's coming. So I don't even want to look at a calendar. I don't want to know like what day it is. I condition myself, and it may not be good or healthy to me, but that's how I deal with it. Because if I don't know it's coming, it doesn't affect me.
So you're not alone. I want to tell you now we're here. You're not alone in um that experience, right? So I'm not the type of person to say that I don't want to know the date, but those dates specifically, I
Mm-hmm.
kind of block it out of my head. And then
Mm-hmm.
I'm always reminded, someone will say, do you know what today is? It's not our
Right.
anniversary,
Right.
right? And so,
Right.
and here's what happens. I'm gonna tell you what happens. Once I realize what it is, I'm overcome with emotion.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was fine. I was
Until.
fine before that.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, yo, you know what tomorrow is? I'm like, I was really trying to forget, but since you're
Right.
gonna,
Right.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I was really trying not to. So
Right.
I hear you on that. I definitely hear
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. So that's what
100%.
that looks like for me. But up until then, like, I'm good. Like we can laugh and joke. Like, yeah, yes, my niece Yas and AJ, they're months apart. Um, Me and my sister was pregnant together. That's crazy because she's 10 years older than me, but we were pregnant together. So him and Yas were real tight. And even with her, like I wouldn't even let her like verbalize her feelings about it. Like so I took that away from a lot of people. So but his grandma, I had to tell her years ago, stop calling me on that date. To me, I'm like, okay. She takes it worse than I pretty much I give it to her. I'm worried about her. I'm like, oh Lord, she about to call such and such. And she laugh about it now. And that's all we're getting. We're like, don't call me. Do not call me. Because she gonna call and say, you all right? And I said, when I told her stop calling me, she stopped for like a few years and then she started texting. It's the same thing. Like if I'm not reminded about it, I'm good. But as soon as somebody
So
says it,
so is it safe to say? So is it safe to say that we both, right? We
mm-hmm,
both somewhat attempt to live in a false reality, because
right. And
these
that's
dates,
yeah,
this anniversary date comes every year. These
yeah,
birthdays come every year. So we still do that subconsciously.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to my sister Monique. Monique says, me as a grieving parent, I'm stuck at my depression stage, but I'm
Mhm.
functioning. Shout out to you. Much love to you, Mo. You know I love you to death.
Love you, Mo. Yes,
Stay
yes.
encouraged. And like I said, and I think I even told Monique the same thing. Your process is your process.
Right.
You may need to be there. Do whatever you need to do to get where you
Mm-hmm.
need to be. And that's all I'll say about that. You have some words you want to say, Crystal?
I just want to say I went to a funeral. Actually, was part of a funeral on Valentine's Day, and the mother I knew, like grew up with her, like me and her sister went to school together in class and all that stuff. And we went to the gravesite, um, and AJ was there. I hadn't been there in 14 years, and a lot of people are like, oh, you ain't go seek because he's not there. That's
You
how
said
much
AJ was there. Is
at
that
the
where he's
gravesite.
buried?
At the gravesite, yes, that we
He's
went to
of
the.
course he's there. That's where he's buried at,
No,
right?
I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, me having when we pulled up, I don't even go that way. I don't
I
go down
got you.
that street, and I got a friend that lives on that street. And I'm like, I come the opposite way, so I only have to pass that. Just even that street, I'm not doing it.
So what's the
So
name of that area?
I don't know. Calvary, is it the Calvary? I don't know the name of that.
Well, I have to go there because my family is there, so I have to go there all the time.
Well, you can go see your family. My father's there too. My grandma's there. My aunt's there. My uncle's there. I'm not. I don't have to go there. That's your story. I don't have to go there. But I said, since I'm here, I haven't been here in like 14 years. Let
Yeah,
me go check on him.
I don't like your attitude.
It doesn't
I
doesn't
don't like
matter.
your attitude. We got guests on the live, and yo, listen. You know what I said? I was like, yo, this is not Houston Mall, bro. Like, I don't know what you think this
Listen,
is.
listen. It's the
For those of you
truth.
who don't know, like,
Don't do
we're on a
that.
live, and um, prophetess, what's the
So you
deal?
want me to be fake? You want me to be fake? This is how I
No,
feel. I'm expressing myself. I'm not going to get up in here and try to act like this is this. This is
I
this.
don't
This
want
is
you
what
to
I.
be fake.
This is what I'm giving. I'm giving
I,
this. This is what
I
I'm giving.
respect it. I respect it. I'm
Okay.
just busting your
So
chops. You good to go.
yeah.
Do your
So
thing.
that's all I'm just saying. Like it's just I haven't dealt with that. Like it, but for me to even be able to go there and be part of that process, I think that was a big milestone in my life. A huge
I
milestone.
agree. I
I
agree.
do.
I agree. So, in light of everything that we discussed, we've talked about your experience. We talked about my experience. Let's talk about the relationship that we did not have after that
Mm-hmm.
transpired, and even before that. Um, there was a little there was a bit of a rough terrain between me and you, right? And to be able to come to this place right now, there definitely has to be a certain amount of healing that you've experienced to even open yourself up to have this conversation with me. So I know that I have, and that's why I was, excited about having a conversation with you. Let's talk about that.
Okay, what do you want to talk about? Before, like, what do you want to talk about? The beef? Like, what do you want to talk about?
Oh, there was a beef?
No, I'm just saying. Because you said we had like a rough terrain. Like, what are you?
We absolutely did.
So, what do you want me to talk about? You said before.
I want you to. I mean, you gave me all of those flowers early on. For those that missed it, like, you gave me all those flowers early on. But just to go through those rough patches and still be able to, sit down today and have a conversation like we're having and express the feelings that we're having. Talk about that. How were you able to forgive and,
Well,
move on?
for one, you were like one of my first friends ever. You got to think about that. It goes back to that. You were one of my first friends. You were one of my first, whatever happened, like you were always my friend. We were always friends. We were children. We fought. We did all of that, but we were children.
I was a grown man.
I wasn't. I was 12 years old. Okay, let's just put it out there.
I wasn't a grown man. I was a little boy.
Oh, now you want to plead the fifth because you need to go to jail for that. Nothing. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, I was 12. So you being my friend, that was always that. The relationship that me and you have, I can't say I have that with my other children's father. You know what I'm saying? Because you were one of my day ones. As far as my baby daddy, yeah, you were my day one. But as far as my friends, you were one of my day one friends. Kita's my best friend. Then it's Kitty, then it's you. So that was that. So regardless of what we ever go through, you make jokes sometimes, say you my big brother, you raised me. No, you didn't raise me. Like you had to.
I just for the record, I don't ever remember saying that, but
you said it. You said it. But it's just it's the grace that I have for you that I can't be mad at you. Even if we argue, like I said that in the introduction when I was giving you your
flowers.
When we don't agree, you've always been a consistent and constant. So I don't see it like that. Like I'm like, oh, I ain't never talking to him again. And this is your family, period. Like they've always been my family. I don't even look at you like that. Like your family's my family. Your mother's my mother. I don't have my mother anymore, but your mother's like the second thing to my mother. I've known
rest in peace to Miss Rose. Miss Rose, rest in peace. We love you forever. You already know that. Go ahead, finish.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like it has nothing to do with you at this point. But
you know what? And I'm so sorry to interrupt and interject, but now I understand, right? Since you brought up Miss Rose, yeah. Right. Miss Rose was like gangster like that. Yeah.
You know what? You're not gonna do that, Mama.
Yeah, I remember though. I'm lying?
No, my mother was meek, but she said what she said, and when she said it, you believed it because she spoke so softly, but she spoke with sternness. If that makes sense.
And trembling, right?
Yeah, you needed to have some fear and trembling in you. You did a lot. Somebody had to get you.
Nah, yo, Miss Rose had me kind of. I was like, yo, she was like kind of stoic.
Yeah,
like, yeah. And she was definitely monotone and low key, but she was like almost a bully. She's kind of a bully.
No, you don't. No, you wouldn't call my mom, but she said what she said.
You know I love Miss Rose. Anybody that know Miss Rose, she was a beautiful woman. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
But she was like kind of, yo, I'm a little nervous being around her. Chrissy, am I lying, bro?
No, you're not.
Okay.
No, you're not. But she didn't have to do a lot. She came and she said, listen, let me tell you something. With that voice low like that, I don't know what's going on.
That's a whole fact. I had that exact conversation.
I know. I can hear her telling you that. I don't know what you and Kissy got going on. You need to get yourself together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's why she said it just like that, meant what she meant, and you were like, yeah, okay. This won't.
So here's the next question that I want to ask you, because this is a great way to go into this conversation. Now, losing your mom and losing your sister, back to back, on top of what you're already dealing with, and you lost somebody else too, right?
Yeah.
Right. So Go ahead.
I lost a lot of people over my life. My first
Well,
my
I'm not, and I'm so sorry because I don't want you to tell me everybody that you lost in your
No,
life.
I'm not. Super, don't do
Okay.
that. Don't do that.
All right.
I'm just saying. Like I pretty much, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm conditioned to death, but it's different with everybody. But I've learned at an early age what losing somebody close to you feel like. At 17,
Sure.
well, like at 18, 19, I lost my first boyfriend. So that was that. So I became numb to that. Then it was AJ, then my mom, then my sister, then my mom. I'm like, Lord, did I sign up for the losing everybody close to me package? Like I don't know. I don't know. But I know people lose people every day. But that was a lot because all of that transpired with my mom and my sister, then my cousin. Like it was a lot within 2 years. Everybody gone, gone, gone. Now it's just me. I'm out here. But I don't want to say evidently I'm strong enough. I'm still here in my right mind. I have my moments, but I've went from being an extrovert to an introvert. I really don't deal with a lot of people. People might not believe that, but it takes a lot for me to be around a lot of people and do all of that and let people in. Like I'm very guarded. I guard myself. But those that know me, they know me. All these new people, like I don't, because I'm scared of losing people. If that makes sense.
It does make sense. So, what's your takeaway from all the people that you lost and you're actually still here? What's your takeaway from that? Obviously, just want to acknowledge that you are now at this present time prophetess, Crystal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you didn't have that title previously,
Mm-hmm.
and you weren't in that space previously. What was the motivation that
AJ.
took you to the place that you're at now as a prophetess?
AJ. After losing AJ, after I lost AJ, I didn't know anybody that lost a child. There was nobody there to tell me or help me go through the grieving stage. So I had to pull on what I knew, God. I was brought up in the church. My grandma always taught me this, to pray to God. He was my father. My father died when I was 2 years old. My grandma always said, God is your father. You can call and talk to him about anything, pray to him about anything. So that's how I was raised, to call on God. So of course, when I went through that, who do I call on? I ain't have nobody but God. The person that I was with abandoned me. That's a whole nother story. So I was left with my little babies, going through all of these changes. So only thing I could do was cry out to who I knew, God. And that's what brought me to where I'm at today.
Okay.
I had a question for you about that too.
Sure. Feel free. Yo, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Just say some words to the people. Give me 1 second. I just want to step away. Go ahead, because there's people here. Talk to them. Say hello.
Hi everyone. I can't see what he sees, but hi everyone. I thought that I know Mo out there. Hey Mo, I love you. Hey Niecy, that's my Niecy Pooh. Shanita, thank you for joining. Thank y'all for listening, and I hope that you all can get something out of this. Something.
That's it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What do you mean? Is that it? I love what you want me to say. See, this is what he do. This is what he do. He triggers me and then be like, "Oh, that's it. This is what this has been all my life." Where are you?
You gotta have more to say than that.
Why I gotta have more to say? Like I wanted to talk about more. It wasn't just, I didn't want it to just be about like grieving of a child. I want, because with us it was a lot like childhood pregnancy, how we fought, because we fought, physically fought. Let's talk about that.
Listen, I don't know nothing about that. Thank you for giving me a minute. Thank you for giving me a minute. I don't know about fighting.
You need to stop. You need to stop. You really need to stop.
We have physical fights?
Super stop. There's people on here that know, that witness our fights.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't remember that.
Like I told you, I was on house arrest because of you.
Did I beat you up?
No, I beat. Miss Earl, are you in the house? I need you to comment. I beat.
Yeah, you maybe did, because I wasn't trying to fight you.
Yes, you was. Yes, you was. Everywhere I went to 2 high schools because of you.
No, this is not what we got on here to talk about.
Okay, well, all right. Okay, well, anyway.
No, so feel free. Share your experience.
It is what it is. The impact of your life. Like
share your experience.
I want to talk about abandonment, because I felt abandoned too. I want to tell you that.
And you said you had a question for me about that.
Oh,
what
about
was
religion.
your question about that?
Because I remember before AJ left us, you were in the church heavy, and I wasn't. Sure. I was in the street. I was in the street. You was in the church heavy, and it's after he passed, I saw something transforming you. Like you,
Sure.
so I want to know, you went from that to what was that? What impacted that? What caused that change? Like what happened?
Yeah, you know what? That's a great question,
Mm-hmm.
and the reality is, not a lot of people ask that question. They kind of see it from a distance, and they be like, "Oh, after that, So
I,
it was a combination of things, right? For me,
okay.
um, without getting into specifics, I think
Mm-hmm.
that was a turning point in my life, and um my belief, right? Belief.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
a thing that we can have a whole nother podcast about, and I wouldn't dare get into that conversation now.
Yeah, that's why I said I didn't really want to open that up to be in
But
depth,
you
but that was
did.
just a simple
But yeah,
question. This
but
is
you
simple.
did.
This is a simple
But
answer.
you did. Like, yeah. But I'm not gonna get deep. So it just was it was definitely a turning point in my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
It definitely
Mm-hmm.
made me look at myself, look at my decisions and my positioning. And I made decisions based not solely on that, but just where I was in my life at that time. I came to certain conclusions for me.
Okay.
For me. For me
Right.
personally.
Right.
So thank you for that question. Thank you for
Mm-hmm.
that question. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of knew some, but I said I wanted to hear. I didn't want to assume. I want to know. Like I went heavy, and you went. You was like, okay. I'm like, but this was the one that was thumping. I remember you stole my Yolanda Adams CD from my house.
I never stole a
You
Yolanda.
did. You did. You did.
And just for the record, let's be crystal clear. No pun. Let's be very clear. I'm still going hard. Don't get it twisted. Obviously, I'm going hard enough to sit here and have this conversation with
You
you.
are. You
So
are.
I'm still going hard. So let's be clear.
We're not
But
gonna
that's a
make it about your
whole
hardness.
nother
We're not
more
gonna.
like podcast
Yeah, we're
episode.
not. We're not gonna make this about your hardness and how hard
I,
you go. But you were heavy. You were heavy, hard. Like, and I was like, yeah, all right.
no, I was really about that. Like
You were.
I'm either
You
in
were.
or I'm not. Like
You was
I'm like,
deacon.
yo, no, like
You was deacon. You
yeah.
was deacon now. You was there. So that's why I
I
just
was a
wanted.
deacon. I was a deacon. I was an assistant
Yeah.
pastor. I was a pastor. I was
Right.
all of the above.
Yes, you were.
That's a conversation for another episode, is what I would say.
For
But
those that didn't know.
don't listen. Don't change the fact that we're talking about you coming to your space of prophetess.
Oh,
And
I've always been a prophetess. I just never knew what it
okay,
was. I did.
okay, that's good.
I never had a name for it. I was brought up Methodist, so they don't acknowledge a lot of acknowledge a lot of things. Yes, in the Bible, but I wasn't reading the Bible. I was just going to church and doing what my grandma said and reading the word my grandma read. But I've always was able to see, to hear dreams, see stuff come to pass, and I just chalked it up. At one time, I was so pulled to it that I called a psychic hotline when I was like 9. I ran up my mom's phone bill of like $700 and something. Yeah, because I knew it was something different in me that was going on, but nobody was there to cultivate it.
Okay.
So once AJ passed, I joined a church of a prophet that cultivated my gift and put a name to everything that was going on in my life and gave me scripture and the word, if that makes sense. So it brought it together. It was just all in the timing.
Right.
Timing is everything. Because if it would have happened prematurely, I probably wouldn't be who I am today, if that makes sense.
Sure.
I would tell people what I saw and it would come to pass. I would I would have dreams and tell them it would come to pass. It was so bad not bad, but it was so profound to somebody told me, they was like, don't tell me nothing, because every time you say something, it come the light. I don't want to hear it. Like, okay. And I was like, I shut up for like a lot of years because I thought I was a witch or something. I was like, okay, I'm saying these things, good and bad, and it's coming to life. What is happening? I was confused. So when I got understanding and knowledge, that's when I was able to birthed out of me who I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm a proponent of whatever anyone decides, and I have to be very sensitive with this topic. Obviously, you just acknowledged that I was super deep into a certain space, but I'm for and I'm behind anyone that finds something that motivates, encourages, and empowers them to be the best version of their self, whatever it may be. That's completely up to you on your journey. I'm 100% behind you. So I never talk negatively about anybody in their faith, their spirituality, their beliefs, or their non-beliefs. whatever you choose to use to motivate you to get you where you need to be, I'm 100% behind you. Do that insurance thing. I don't know.
Yes. You know what?
What I said, do that insurance thing. So do your thing. So we're super proud of you. Not only are you 17 degrees,
Hey, you know what?
you're a
You
prophetess now. And listen, again, I just want to, because we've been here an hour and I know you got to go to work. So I want to thank you. I thank you in the beginning for having this conversation with me. This is a part of our healing, right?
Mhm.
We never shared a process of healing together because you didn't really know how to act. So I had to put you on ice for a minute. But now that you know how to behave, I can take you off of that block
See,
of ice.
this what I'm
And I
talking
can
about.
open up my arms and I can support you 100%.
See how people bully Christians and stuff, and we got to be nice and meek and take it.
That's not about Christianity. Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah. Because I want to
what
say,
you said. We got to be real, right?
yeah, we're being real. So I want to
Yeah.
apologize. I'm coming for. I mean, I need an apology too, and I want to bring something to your attention.
Sure. Okay.
And you were a child, so you said you was always a grown man, but when
Until you said you was 12, I was like,
yeah,
hold up,
you backed up then, like,
not
oh,
a
wait a
grown
minute.
man.
So when I
Yeah, go
found
ahead.
out that I was pregnant with AJ, I told your mom first. She said, "Did you tell Rose?" I said, "No." She said, "Well, don't tell her you told me when you tell her." Like, next thing you know, you writing a letter, you about to go be shipped back to New York. So for
Yeah.
I felt abandoned. So like for 7 months, when you left, I wasn't showing. And then I come back, we come to New York. I'm in New York, and you looking at me from across the room. My stomach big. I mean, huge stomach. And you came back to North Carolina. But I really looking back at it, I felt abandoned because I went through all of that by myself. Like I'm sitting here 13 years old, pregnant, people just judging, thinking I'm just fresh in the behind and all this stuff like that. And I went through a lot. By myself. I really did. Even and after he passed, it wasn't on purpose, but me looking back in hindsight, you went on with your life, all that stuff, and I was left to deal with this alone. And I understand that that's how you had to deal with it. But you and consciously you probably weren't even thinking about me. But I was out here by myself again too. We didn't know how to deal with it.
Well, but that's not necessarily true, right? So, shout out to my mom, right? Because she was instrumental in not letting me run away from the responsibility,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I definitely was on my Queen. I don't know if you know the rock band Queen. Another one bites the dust. I was on my Queen because that was not something that I was interested in because I'm 16 years old, right?
Right.
And I'm in a place where I never wanted to be here. I love coming there for summer. I love it. Yeah, we go. But to take me away from my entire existence and say, "Oh no, you're gonna be here," and I'm like, "No, this is crazy." So I understand the abandonment that you felt. So there was really not a lot I was able to do at that time. But this is why you guys have the relationship that you have because
Right.
my mother manipulated me to get me back there, right? I don't know if you remember, we took a trip, right? And AJ was born.
Yeah.
We all went.
Yeah.
And so I was with I was like, all right, Ma, you take the baby back.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, no, I ain't taking that baby back. He's going to stay with you or you're going to bring him back.
Yeah.
I didn't have any money.
Right.
I couldn't get back.
Right.
So I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta take, because I'm not gonna stay in New York with AJ.
Right.
So
Right.
I end up bringing him back and never left. So shout out to my mom for being savvy and shrewd
Thank you,
enough
Miss Ella. That's
to
my
get me
girl.
to take care of my responsibility. And I still ain't take care of my responsibility.
Yes, you did. You did. I promise you that the age you were in, I cannot take that away from you.
No, early on I didn't. Right? Once I saw that.
But when you did, you allowed
soon
me
enough,
to
right?
finish my
Yeah, I
education.
just keep getting. Listen, hold up, wait. I just keep getting so many flowers. Like, love it, love it. I love it. I appreciate you.
You stepped up. You allowed me to finish school. You helped me finish school. Like you're one of the reasons why I was able to finish school. You stood up. You did that. You did that.
So there's going to be some residuals and royalty checks come once the degree is completed.
I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. Not saying that. You did a good job, though. You did. You did.
Wait. So for the people that held you down, there's no give back to them?
My love. That's enough. What are you talking? We ain't doing this in front of these people.
Yo, this is the last time you coming on the pod, bro. Because
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Look,
Don't
Crystal,
do that.
you gonna get to the bag and then
You
you're gonna be
showing your
like,
true
oh,
colors. You showing your true colors right now. Don't do that. This is on the World Wide Web.
So realistically, and as we get ready to close out, we came up with this idea. I called you for AJ's birthday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, oh, yo, we should have did the pod for his birthday because we were just doing some we're reminiscing over some things. But I'm happy that we did it when we did it. More life to you. Once again, I'm super proud of you, no pun intended. I'm very proud of you. I never knew that you were gonna be break the Guinness Book of World Records for the most degrees.
Get on my nerves.
And I never knew that I would have a child from the person that has the most degrees ever
in the whole wide
in
world.
the history of the world.
Yeah, okay.
Chrissy, you know I mess with you about this. Bro,
you do.
What are we doing over here, bro?
I'm doing what I gotta do till I get what I gotta get.
So is that so? What is that inside of you that makes you
drives me
desire and chase? Yeah, that drives you. Like, what is that?
That drives me. I love what I love. I love medicine. I love the body. So I always knew I wanted to be a doctor. That's number one. But also I know I need money to survive. So, and I need a lot of money. The lifestyle that I know that I'm supposed to live
and all the kids,
to be comfortable. This is what I have to have. Like it has to be this. I have to have my own practice. This is what I'm doing. People that don't understand, this is what I'm doing. This is why I'm still here in this place, because I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for this. And I'm getting a free ride. I don't have to pay for anything. That's how much favor I have in my life.
That's dope.
I'm not for anything.
That's dope. Yeah, you know what I want to say about you? You're still the same person. You're still the same version, and I'm proud of you. Your mother would be very proud of you. And yeah, I think we did everything we came here to do. The only thing you ain't really, you know what? We'll talk offline. You gotta go to work, bro. You gotta go to work. So, Crystal, listen.
Yes,
I want you to have some closing words before we close out. Salute to everybody. I see my daughter in the building. I see my cousin in the building. I see my wife in the building. I see a couple of people in the building. Salute to everybody that came on to show us some love and show us some support. We wanted to show that you can have trauma and you can have some adversity and some trials and be put on ice and then come back and the ice melts and you can, reconcile and you can heal. I'm joking. You could. This is about healing. This is about healing. No,
it's about healing and maturity. Yeah, healing and self-awareness
Absolutely, agree.
Yeah, you have to be self-aware.
Absolutely.
So, and once you get self-awareness and you realize this is what's going on, take yourself out of the situation and look back into it over the whole situation. Healing for me, I had to step outside and be like, this is not healthy. No, this is not my life. I'm not going to be stuck in this place. It's more. He wouldn't have wanted that. He wouldn't have wanted that. I didn't want it. Nobody wants that. You just deal with the everyday life, and some people just, and I'm speaking from experience, you just go on and you get along to get along. But you really don't want that. Everybody wants more for themselves, as long as I can't say, but you should want more for yourself. And to get out of that place when you realize this is where I'm at and I need help, go get help. Go get help, whatever that looks like for you. Because it don't look the same thing for everybody.
So I never shared this with you, right? So and I know we were closing out, but you just sparked something in my mind. There was a point in time where I absolutely I had suicidal thoughts as a result of this experience, right? So I've never shared that with you. We never talked about it, but there was a moment. It was pretty, and the ideation will come, periodically. There are intermittent panic attacks, right?
Yeah, I had that. Yeah,
you know what I mean. So the reality is that I'm just happy that we're doing way better than what we could be doing.
Absolutely. And not trying to give you no more flowers, but I'm happy that we can do this together, because there's some parents out there that have to do it alone. don't have, the other parent in their life, and they have the mothers that have to bear this alone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot for, like I said, I've been through the abandonment stage, but I had your family. You know what I'm saying? I had your family as far as his other side. I wasn't abandoned. I'm glad we had a relationship that we had, that I can still be able to have them in my life, a part of him. Not just my side, but I needed that. I needed that because that's what I knew. And if I would have just been abandoned, I don't know what I would have been acting up bad. Seriously, I needed that. I really needed that.
Yeah,
And there was a lot of times to look at you. I'm sorry, to look at you and to see him. I'm like, Lord, because y'all were twins. We laugh about this all the time, but yeah, that y'all were twins, like clones. I know. You know what I'm saying? Looking at you and looking like him, that was uneasy for me for a long time to even be in your presence and look at you, because I saw him.
Well, you saw him face, but the forehead, like,
boy. Oh my God. You know what? Let's go ahead and end this podcast.
No, you said we could be real.
Yeah,
but that wasn't my forehead though. Like,
don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just saying. Yeah, but listen, Crystal, it's been an absolute pleasure, bro. I'm just happy that we've grown and matured, as you said, to the place where we have a dialogue. I just want to make things right. Once you start getting that money, I could be like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, I want things to be right once you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I want to give shouts out to Sonny. I want to give shouts out to Sonny right now. I want to close out with this right now. Sonny, I give you all the flowers in the whole world.
No. You're not closing out.
Nothing that you can't ask me for.
We're not closing out with
this.
No. That's not what we're closing out with. We're not closing out with that. We're closing out with some words from you. Obviously, shout out to my brother. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to my other sister. Shout out to my brother Tab. Shout out to my sister Carol. Shout out to my sister Hilda. These are people that are within my family dynamic that have lost a child. Shout out to my sister Monique. And I just want you guys to know that I'm always available. I'm always here for you. And anything you need from me, I'm always there. So I just want them to know. And not only just, it's not limited to my family, anyone, right? So I opened up myself to multiple people. And it's not that I'm going to give them a secret sauce, but I'm going to give them the reality of what this road looks like.
Yeah.
So with that being said, Crystal, you want to close us out? And I'm not saying close us out in prayer.
I knew you was about to say that. I knew you was about to say that. I would, you know what? Anyway, I encourage anybody that has lost a child, that has been dealing with any kind of post-traumatic stress disorder, to seek help. I'm available as well. I'll tell people this all the time. Somebody that has gone through losing a child, and that is in this place right now that I can help, because there was a time that I couldn't help myself. But it's no, like he said, there's no tricks, there's no secrets to it. But to seek help, to seek counseling, but you have to express it. You can't hold it in. The panic attacks, they come. They're going to happen. We're flesh, it happens. But there's always help available. I encourage you to get the help that you need to acknowledge and to deal with it in the present time that you're going through it. Don't ignore it. Don't act out and go so far that you won't make it back. There's so many stages of grief, and some people don't make it back from certain stages. If you have people around you that you can trust and love, lean on them. And there's even hotlines and numbers that you can call. Like he said, he dealt with suicide. That wasn't my story, but that is other people's story, that they don't want to be here anymore because their child isn't here. Don't give up. Don't give up. You're going through it. You're going to get through it, but you got to go through it. It's not going to be the same for everyone. Everybody can't relate to you, but if you have you need somebody, I'm here. He's here. We're here. And it's no judgment. I'm not closed-minded, because like I said, my story isn't your story, but I've been through it, and I've been through enough, and I've seen a lot. And I know what it feels like. I have empathy and sympathy, because there's a difference. There's a difference. And there is life after life. There is life after this. You can help somebody else, but you have to strengthen yourself first. Don't isolate yourself. Don't cut yourself off from people. That's not healthy. You have to express yourself. Some people might not be able to deal with what you carry, but there are some people that are available to deal with what you carry. Everybody's not for you. You're going to lose some people because they don't understand. They might say you're doing too much. They might not understand you, but there's someone that understands you. Just somebody that understands you. So that's all I have to say. I love everyone. I thank everybody for joining and listening to us. From seeing it from two different point of views, from the father side and the mother side. And again, thank you for being who you are and were to him, and who you continue to be. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. Travel around the world and back again.
Y'all all behind Golden Girl.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to everybody. More inspiration, more motivation, more life. Thank y'all for joining. Shout out to my special guest, Crystal, Prophetess Crystal,
Thank
Janine, Terry. We appreciate you.
you.
More life to you. Go get ready for work.
Yes.
What you doing?
I'm about to get ready for work.
You going?
I'm going. Yeah, I'm going to work. What time is it? What time is it?
9:14.
Now I got to go to work with all this on my face, like I'm going to.
Yeah, that's fine. You're going to go in there with high energy.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, you're going to go in there with high energy. It's going to be dope. We're going to have a great day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so what we doing? I already gave you the round of applause.
So what I need to do? Well,
allow
me out. Well, allow me out. What you trying to tell me? I don't know how to operate this thing.
No, you don't operate it. You just sit there, and then I'll take you off the stage. But we're not going to take off stage. We're just going to end the stream. Yo, shout out to everybody that joined the stream live today. Thank you so much. I know it was a little difficulty. Had to send a link to you guys, but I appreciate you. I love you. More life to you guys. And stay tuned for the next episode. I don't know what the next episode is going to be yet. I got a couple things in the mix that's in the working, but I'm not really sure yet. Just taking my time. We're not jumping up there. We want content that's meaningful and important to us, not to nobody else. Like,
is this available? Where is this available at? Is it on Facebook? Because I don't know.
Nah, it's gonna be on Tubi.
Man, stop playing. You're so daggone childish. When is it available? Can you tell the people where it's available? I don't even know.
It's gonna be no.
I ain't no Tubi. I'm not Tubi. I don't want Tubi.
Nah, I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send you everything, Crystal. I'm gonna send you. Yo, just for the record, my eyes, they've been watering my whole life, so I'm not. I wasn't crying.
He was crying.
But yeah, I'm gonna send you the links. I got you. I'm gonna get you situated. Okay. All right, talk to you later. Have a good night, guys.
All right, love y'all. God bless. Oh, I don't have to hang up. You said you do it.